with no drone on my back, I just feel very, very strong. That's nice.
Upward, back from the mountains, solid testing up there in the high country of Colorado in the Skechers GORUN Razor Trail, okay? Soak it in. There's that outsole there, and there on your screen is the mileage that we have put it through. Yes, pull out the relegation whistle. Oh, it's so hard. It was close. And again, I'm still discerning and trying to figure out, is it 25 miles with 2,500 feet of vertical for trail running shoe testing in order to qualify for a full review? I'm still figuring that out. I don't want to make a decision too hastily. So this guy, who knows, maybe it will be eventually qualified for a full review. But for now, we are going to relegate it. I'm not going to take it to 50 miles. I would say mostly because there's so many other trail shoes that I'm testing right now. All right, everybody. Hope you're doing well out there, watching around the world, and let's dive into the whoa, flock of geese. Here we go. Neutral trail running shoe, 100, like big time. Okay, so make sure you got strong ankles, strong feet. If you end up picking this shoe up, yeah, all right, Skechers GORUN Razor Trail, very loosey-goosey. 4mm drop, 32 in the heel, 28 in the forefoot, okay, for that medium stack height. There's women's size 8, men's size 9 on your screen. Let's just confirm in my size. Hold on, we're in grams right now. There we go, looking at, one second, 212 grams or 7.4, 7.5 ounces in my size. That's what I'm talking about. It's almost a racing weight type of shoe for the trails, okay? That's quite a bit better actually than the Evo Speed Goat. Not quite as good though, let's say, as the Salomon Pulsar or, you know, what I've been using a lot for FKTs in the mountains as of late, the Innovate X Talon G210, everyone. Okay, moving on now to the upper. It's an engineered mesh with some, I would say, decent overlays through the toe box to help keep some of that trail grime, grit, water out of the toe box. High breathability, which I like for the trails, especially in the hot summer months. If you live somewhere hot and you're hitting the trails, you know, your feet can get a little toasty if the overlays, especially through the toe box, are cumbersome, too thick. Okay, so it's just enough here in the toe box of the Razor Trail. Let's do the toe cap, you know. Not high build quality for the toe. So if you're kicking a rock or a root, you're gonna feel it. And let's do the heel counter, okay? Fairly flexible there, all right? But again, high breathability. Let me just remind myself, not a gusseted, okay? So there's my lockdown score. Not amazing, nothing to write home about. Just a standard 7 out of 10. And overall score, once again, fairly a little above average, you know, almost in the 8s. But whenever you see 7.75, everyone, in my scoring, that is slightly above average, but definitely not, like, anything above 8 is solid. So this is just slightly above average for that overall score for the upper, okay? I'm pleased, frankly. I'm actually pleased, you know, with this upper. I would say, man, it would be fun to see what this shoe could look like in 2022 with a gusseted tongue. Moving on to that Hyper Burst midsole material. It's an EVA foam that's been exposed to supercritical carbon dioxide. So it's like this CO2 has been infused into the midsole to help give it some air pockets, and basically increase the bounce and the energy return, which, again, nothing crazy to write home about. Slightly above average, 7.75 out of 10. I wanted to go 8, but I think they need to keep innovating just a little bit with the overall composition of this midsole moving forward. Not bad though, 7.75 out of 10. An overall score, 7.5 out of 10. So very standard. There's no rock plate in that midsole, just so you know. But for that type of weight in the overall shoe, I mean, I will take that midsole any day of the week for the trails. But just keep in mind, like I don't remember stepping on a sharp rock as I was out there testing in the mountains. But if you do step on a sharp rock, you're probably going to feel it, especially through the forefoot. Maybe not as much in the heel area. Okay, on the outsole, Goodyear rubber. All right, look at those little knobs there. I gotta say, durability of the outsole, it's not going to be incredible. But I actually like the overall design and the spacing. But I think you're going to get some solid grip out of this outsole. I like what they're doing. They're smaller lugs. The lug depth is probably 3 millimeters, maybe 4 at the most. But just like the lugs are not crazy big. Sometimes if the lugs have a wide landing on the ground, they're not going to bite the mountain. This bit the mountain, so much so I chose to do a little workout, a little springing exercise. There it is on your screen, just like up and down the mountain, working on the suppleness. All right, if you missed the vlog, upper right hand corner, working on the suppleness of my ankles, just working on my speed in the mountains. And sure enough, this outsole grip did really well. So overall score for the outsole is in the 8s. Moving on to that fit, true to size. Okay, if anything, I'm gonna go a smidge snug through the toe box, through the midfoot, not through the heel, just a smidge, which I actually love. Okay, the fit was quite nice, kind of like a glove. All right, but just keep that in mind if you do pick this shoe up. Comfort score, nothing crazy through the upper. So when I do my comfort scores, it's the whole shoe, midsole ride. Even the outsole too, sometimes you can have a hard outsole landing. A lot of rubber that's hard, that can factor in as well. And the upper, of course. So this is not a plush upper, which is why the score is where it's at for the comfort. Moving on to the positives and drawback. Positive, of course, is the weight of the shoe. Oh man, just like a feather. But the drawback is going to be the durability of the upper. I'm already starting to see just a little bit of wear and tear, and we're not even to 50 miles yet. So I think this upper is gonna break down a little quick, and especially depending on the types of trails you're taking the shoe out on. Okay, moving on to that durability prediction, 350 miles, which is why we're looking at 6.75 out of 10. How will I use this shoe? Who's the best for? I'm gonna say up-tempo trail runs. Yeah, and I think you could 100% race in this shoe. So who's the best for? If you want to buy one shoe, if you have strong ankles, strong feet, you're not looking for a shoe that's going to last you the entire summer of trail running, but you want one shoe for training and for, frankly, going out and racing a local 10K or half marathon on the trails. Don't think I would, I don't know if I would do a marathon on the trails in this shoe. Probably not. But definitely 10K and half marathon for sure. Wouldn't be my first option for trail racing, but it's light, everybody. It's just light. There's no other way to say it. Price point, $135. Okay, we will take it. Standard score, $135 for that Skechers GORUN Razor Trail. Other shoes to buy on your screen. This was tough. I could only come up with 2 that have a similar ride feel, weight category. And so I went with the Asics Fuji Light 2 and the ADIDAS TERREX Speed Ultra, which again, upper right hand corner for the ADIDAS shoe. Okay, so there you go. That's those are the other 2 shoes I'm putting into a similar category as this guy. Okay, shoe quick specs on your screen one more time for the GORUN Razor Trail. Soak it in, 32 and 28. My size, 7.4 and 212 grams. Upper engineered mesh with a polyester overlay. All right, that Hyperburst midsole foam and the Goodyear rubber. All right, relegation score, but who knows? Maybe down the road, maybe this is going to turn into a full review score. I'm just, yeah, I've said it so many times. I just can't take trail shoes to 50 miles because it's so much harder up in the mountains to run 50 miles versus down here in the city of Denver. Okay, there you go, everyone. 7.58 out of 10 for that. Not bad, actually. You know, anything over 7.5 is moving in the right direction. Anything I'd say under 7.2 is starting to get a little rough. And of course, anything over 8 is just like doing backflips in the studio. Studio. There we go. Comment of the day, question of the day. Here we go. Together we run, which is being pulled from the vlog where I tested this shoe out up in the mountains. Okay, how to run faster, suppleness for speed. Sometimes I think you can read our minds, Seth. I'm training for my 3rd marathon and have been focusing on my ankle and feet so much to the point I work on strength and mobility after every run. I feel it's what my body needs to take me to a sub 4-hour road marathon. Suppleness always. Thank you. You are welcome. Together we run. Thanks for taking the time to type out that comment. Question of the day. I don't know, just being up in the mountains so much as of late, especially in Buena Vista. Okay, so I was just thinking this one, and who knows, like, depending on where you grew up, and if you care to share where you grew up, but what do you appreciate the most about where you grew up? Okay, for me, it's gotta be the mountains. I don't even know, but well, yeah, what do you appreciate the most about where you grew up? Also, the Arkansas River was like right in our backyard. That was amazing as well. So anyway, that's the question of the day. Looking forward to reading your answers. Thanks for tuning in. There you go. Frankly, I know it's a relegation. I'm excited. And listen, yeah, I know it's Skechers, but I'm excited. All right, there you go. We will toss it to the Skechers running shoe playlist, okay? Skechers running shoe playlist right there, right there, right there. All right, seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.